Hey, dear Northminster family. I am thinking about all of you and praying for all of you. We are particularly mindful that there is a lot going on this week. Worried about all those who are exposed to the extreme heat that is going on locally here for us and in much of the South. We hope that you are doing all that you can to feel safe, and that when you have the ability to do so, that you can extend some grace and hospitality to others. Um, we here at Northminster have set out a cooler with some ice water in it and cups so that folks that are walking through or passing through can stop and help themselves. And so please feel welcome if you happen to be in the area and need to stop by just for a quick piece of refreshment. To do that, we hope that that's one small way we can share a little bit of hospitality with our neighbors who are experiencing this heat and could use a little bit of shade and a little bit of break. I want to also say that there's a lot going on in the world. There's a lot of things over which to be anxious, and a lot of folks that are struggling with how to process everything that's going on in the news, how to pray for things that are going on. And I just wanted to say that there's not a right or a wrong way to offer prayers in these days and in these times. It's hard. There's a lot that is going on. And the thing that I am mindful of is that we often, in times of crisis or in times when we are overwhelmed, forget some of the necessities. We set aside things that are really, really important because we enter into crisis mode. But it's really important to make sure that we are taking care of ourselves. So when you're making that to-do list at the beginning of the day of all of the things that you need to take care of, putting gas in your car or going to get groceries or taking care of your pet or animal, maybe write myself on that list as well, because taking care of yourself is important. One of the other things that comes to mind these days is that it is sometimes hard to find joy in the midst of chaos. I also think that joy can be an act of resistance. There's lots of ways in which the chaos that's going on around us is intended to propagate fear. It's deepening divisions that are already there, and there's this idea that people should be kept down, that hope is too hard to find. And joy just doesn't get into the list as much as it should. So think about practicing joy and looking for joy, not as something that's frivolous. Don't say, I will find some joy when I have a minute or when I finish everything else on my list, because joy is important. Taking time to do things that are fun, to invest in things that bring you hope and happiness. So if, gathering with fun people and playing games is something that brings you joy and happiness, hope that you'll come and join us on Saturday night as we open our space up to the community and invite others to come join us for a night of games. There's other things that you do that help you to find joy. I hope that you'll take a little bit of extra time to practice those. Find joy in taking extra time to have conversation with a loved one. Have an extra cup of coffee or an extra treat if that is something that will bring you joy. Look up a dad joke or watch a favorite film or a movie, read a favorite book, or pop in someplace that will put a smile on your face. Finding joy and seeking joy and sharing joy is really, really important in the midst of everything that is going on. I would love to hear from you about the things that are bringing you joy, the things that are giving you hope in these days, because it's not just that it brings you joy, but the way that we share our joy with others is something that's really special and helpful as well. Many of you know I have a very deep love of puns and dad jokes, so I will share with you something that I heard earlier today. A late night host was talking about how they had recently traveled to France, and they were in the passport control, going through everything that they had brought back from their trip abroad. And they had chosen, because they are so expensive here, to fill their suitcase with eggs. And the passport control person said to this late night host, well, you can only keep one, because one egg is an I know. I can hear you all laughing in the background. Yeah, it's great. You have more of those, send them my way. Maybe you've heard that one before. I hope it put a smile on your face. Seek joy, dear ones. Know that there is joy to be found all around you. Even scripture tells us the joy of the Lord has the potential to be our strength. So may you find joy, may you practice joy, and may you share it. Know that you are deeply loved, that we are praying for you and looking forward to sharing joy with you. May the peace of the Lord be with you. Take care, dear ones.